Hello, John. Sorry. So, this is the start of my screencast. I'm going to break this into 3 parts. The first one, this one, is going to be just a run through of me playing the game, pretty much a walkthrough, and then the second one will be the plan, and then the third one, then I will talk about my code, like any important points I need to talk about. So, yeah, I'll just crack on and give a run of the game. Hopefully, you can see it clear enough. So, I'll open up if I'm here. Yeah, so this is the opening of my game. You have a little introduction here, a little header as well. The game is called Meta, or Middle Earth Text Adventure. I've called this one episode 3, as it's kind of in the middle of the game. Right, so this is a little introduction as to where we are. So, I'm not sure if you can read it, but if you can't, it says you're on a quest to find Coin Spinner, which is a sword of power. A wicked lord has promised you wealth, health, and fortune for the sword's return. So you arrive in this crypt of the Undying Kings, and it seems the hardest bit of the journey is past. The entrance slams shut behind you, and I guess the only way out is at the end with its infamous sword. So now you're given 2 options. You can either sign up or log in. So for now, I'm going to sign up, and then I'll quit out and log in and show you the character creation as well. So if I click login, it asks me for the name of my save file. And then it asks you for your password. Right here, have just like, it just prints out the password just for easiness for testing and all that. I can easily remove that, but I'm going to leave it there for now for myself and yourself if you're testing the game, just in case. So I put in the password and continues on. So we start off in this entrance hall. We have a bit of a description, and then here, this second sentence and the third sentence, it says the rooms that we can see around us. So you see a room to the north and a room to the west. You can see a scrap piece of paper as well, so that's an item there. So I type in take scrap paper. It adds scrap paper to my inventory, and then I go X scrap paper. It says you can't make it out, but it seems to say cube and water. And so that's a clue for a puzzle later on in the game. One thing I want to do actually is exit this, and then I'll come back here in a minute, but I'll show you character creation. Sign up, enter player name, Brynjolf, password. Right, then it gives you the option to choose a race. I'm going to go with a dwarf bard. Right, so that combination has given me these stats. Obviously the strength is OP, being a dwarf, and then the intelligence, and that drops down, and then the agility comes from the bard side of things as well. So these are the main skills that used in the game, or were supposed to be used in the game. May not have been, like movement maneuver I didn't really take into account, and the tech trap I didn't really do it. I would have liked to, but I kind of ran out of time. So yeah, I'll pick. It tells you I have 15 skill points to spend where I like, so I can spend on any of these. Right now, my offense bonus there is pretty low, so I'm going to bump that up all the way with 15 points. And then you can see it's 35. I could have put them anywhere I like as well. Now it's asking me for a save file. So you just type in a name and it'll add .txt at the end of it. It creates a text file. So now we're back where we were a second ago. So if I go west, I'll be encountered with a battle. So I heard you saying before that you used to play RPG games, and I still play RPG games with my friends. And this game is based around the MERP RPG system. So when you enter a battle, you have a roll for initiative, and then you can give an option to what you want to do. So we roll for initiative, and this is my simulation of a dice roll. So it just prints out a few random numbers and then the one that you actually roll. So I roll a 6, which obviously the priest got better than that, and he attacks me with only 25 hits, but my defense bonus is actually higher than that, so he does no damage. And I have 2 options now, which I can attack, and I hit roll for attack. I rolled a 54, so I attack with 89 hits altogether. That's plus my 35 attack bonus. And the priest has a defense bonus of 20, so he takes 69 damage altogether, and is lucky enough to be left with one hit point left. So let's just finish him off. Right, now here's a little problem I kept having, which was this, after battles and important events, this kind of prints out twice. I may get it fixed before I submit, because I have an idea now of what it is. So this is the end of the game loop with the battle, and then it goes again into the new game loop. So I'll just navigate around the map a little bit. You'll see in my plan in the second video, the objective is to get as far north as possible. So we'll go back east, go north, go north. I can't go north, that room is locked. Go west, we went to the library, east, treasure room. And here's a cool thing, there's a chest in here. So if I open the chest, it says you open and empty the chest, and the chest now, what was in the chest just gets taken out and put into the room, so I can then take whatever I want. I forgot that I put a cap there actually. It's just a silly item. East to west. So on the scrap paper I said you need a cube and water. So I'll take this cube. Go back east. Still can't go north. So south, west. Also, you might have noticed, but in these descriptions of each room, you can see that now that I've entered the room that was behind me, it's been discovered, and now it says what room is there. Where beforehand it just says like this, a room below. It's pretty nice. Just take one of these items here that's needed for the puzzle, first puzzle, and then go back up to the central room. There is a note around somewhere that tells you kind of what you have to do. There we go. Up, east, north. Now I've entered this room. Maybe I forgot something. Yes, I have. South. West. Okay, take stone chalice. Good. Yeah. Up, east, north. Now that I've entered the statue room with these 2 items that the note says to get, it says something strange is happening, make a perception roll to see what it is. So hit or, make a perception roll. So I rolled a 42 and I added my perception onto it, and since it's higher than 70, I figured out what's going on. Right, so a new statue has appeared. It's a stone vampire with its hand held out toward you. Would you like to interact? So hit yes. And then it's just a little paragraph there. It says that the north room slammed shut, which was locked beforehand, so something that was just running out there. What else? I've taken the cube, so I go north. There's a massive vampire. So let's beat this guy up. I just did this really fast. You've seen the attack already. Okay, so now I've gained enough experience to level up. Level up 2 levels, and I now have 10 skill points to spend where I like. So I'm going to put them into B again. Beat up everything. No, so more skill points. If I press me, actually, if I type in me, it then prints out your character description, and your skill points. So now my OB is gone up to 45, which is a pretty ridiculous bonus for that. So now in the fire room, I'm gonna go west again. And now this is the water room that we're going into. So that's now in the cube. The second puzzle was the cube going into the water room. So now as I enter, it says a pillar raised up from the ground and the cube starts glowing. Hit R for a use item roll. So this is going to add my use item stat this time. So obviously I've got it again. You place the cube into the center of the pillar, it raises it up in the air, and it spins, starts to dissipate. It glows immensely and water dissipates from the room. It seems the northern door is now accessible. So now we can go north again. Yeah, actually something I should have pointed out is if you type C or controls, it'll print out the controls for you. I think I've pretty much covered all of the commands that you can use. I was going to have a few more things in the game, but they weren't 100% necessary for like the marketing scheme. So I kind of wanted to have potions or stuff that would boost your attack for a minute or something like that. But I've run out of time and I didn't really get to put in a lot of things that I wanted, just the things that I needed. But still, I'm happy enough. This is a good fun game I like playing. So I go north again, and the Dunedain King stands in my way. So he's 400 HP. I'll just fly through this really quickly. Actually, I'll pause the video and come back when it's right. So I've beaten the Dunedain King and leveled up again, and I've made it into the throne room, where this is the most northern room. And it says you can see coin spinner. Great. Also, I thought I was being really clever, and I've only just realised now that when I'm printing out the list of items, if it begins with a consonant, it says A. If it begins with a vowel, it says an. And if it begins with, if it ends with an S, I think it'll say some. But it doesn't really work all the time. Like in one of the other rooms, it says you can see a cheese and stuff. So yeah, it's good in theory, but it doesn't actually work all the time. So what happens now is I take coin spinner and the game ends. So you take coin spinner and the ceiling starts to crumble around you. Pretty much that's the end of the game. So just right here, I suppose before I uploaded I put in a new line there, and then just the end. Thank you for playing a game by Branchmill. Yeah, I think I covered everything there. So yeah, I'll move on and talk about the plan now in the next video. Yeah, and it'll help, after going through this, it'll help understand the plan and everything.